Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Psychosin project, and I am here with Finntroll. All right, gentlemen, how are you doing?
Hello, hello. We're doing good. We're doing good.
Hello. We're doing good. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. How's the tour been going so far?
It's been one of the best tours we've had, people-wise and crowd-wise and feeling-wise.
Yeah.
But the these nice coaches we have keeps breaking down. And we had a couple of interesting days in Romania and Serbia and Croatia. So
no, it feels a bit longer than it actually has been so far.
It actually feels.
But now, 2 days ago, we came back to civilization. You know, and I'm so happy with that we don't have to be on those roads anymore because I was feeling bad.
I think I said that I can't believe hearing myself saying this, but I'm happy to be in Italy. Wow.
Alright, tonight obviously you're celebrating 10 years of Knapford, I believe it's pronounced. Sorry if I'm mucking up.
Really close, really close.
Do you feel that this album yourself is a particular highlight in your career so far?
No, not a highlight really, but it was kind of like
That's sort of like a
turning point,
yeah.
Kind of, because Somnium died, and you know there was a lot of changes and weird. I came into a band.
Which direction should the band take?
Yeah.
Are we even gonna play anymore?
Yeah. So it was kind of like, it is kind of like turning point in the career.
Yeah.
So it's very
important
album for us.
And I also think it's a very important album for the folk metal scene.
Yeah.
Because that's sort of one of the
That's
albums
true.
that sort of defined the whole genre.
Yeah.
And that was sort of as a turning point also in the folk metal scene, because that's when it started to going upwards.
Yeah.
To the better. Yeah. And also I joined.
So that's a definite highlight.
Exactly. At least for my own life. You know.
Okay, have you found that running through the entirety of Knapford has been going down well with your fans?
Well, sorry.
Have you found that playing through the entirety of Knapford Live has been going down well with your fans?
Actually, kinda. I mean, fans do appreciate a couple of like really hit songs from that album.
Yeah.
But as we spoke yesterday, it seems that fans actually like the new material a lot better.
Yeah.
Then they get going and going.
And also people are, because we're playing it from the beginning to the end, people are a little bit like thinking that are they actually gonna play Trollhammer in there? You know, are they gonna play it? Can they actually play it as the fourth song on the set? And usually when the first three songs are like, good, I remember this one. I was a kid when this came out. Yeah, that was a good song.
It's kind of like right back with the memory lane.
Yeah, exactly. And cool.
Yeah, this was cool song.
But when Trollhammer goes on, people. And that usually after that point, the rest of the songs, because then you have the fast songs, you have the melodic songs, you have the hit songs sort of coming up after that, and that's when the people start getting crazy. That's every night we're just thinking like three first songs is like, is this gonna be like this the whole gig? And then boom, there comes the one song and changes the whole.
Yeah.
And I think actually playing that in it entirely is really difficult for the band.
Yeah.
As you're on stage, it's like, no, this song can't come yet. I'm not used to this.
Okay, over the years, how do you feel that Finntroll, the sound, has evolved?
It always evolves.
With every album it changes.
Yeah, because that's why it takes us so long to make a new album. Because we don't want to sound the same on each album. There has to be this Finntroll sound.
Yeah.
But also something new.
Something people never seen before.
Yeah. Or at least that's what we try.
Yeah.
And that's why it takes us like 3 to 4 years to make an album.
Yeah.
Because after a new release you're gonna be touring
2 years.
2 years. Yeah. And then you start thinking about, hey, what are we gonna do now? And
Yeah. Okay, you released a superb Bloodsvet last year, fantastic album. Have you actually begun any work on the follow-up to it yet? Like any ideas bouncing around?
Ideas have been bounced around so far. We have our bass player Tundra. He has said he's got sort of a fetus of fetuses of 2 songs.
Yeah, 2 songs. Yeah.
So it's he said he's got like 2 or 3 or 4 riffs per song, but he doesn't really know the structure and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna brainwash him too. That our theme would be like Mardi Gras from hell. Let's see how it goes.
Is that an exclusive new album title? Okay, how do you feel your take on essentially this folk metal genre is different from the other bands that are doing it as well?
Yeah, because we've never been a pure folk metal band. It's more like a metal band with folk influences, because we have all the black metal influences, we have the death metal, we have, you know, the pop kind of stuff, we have the symphonic kind of thing.
Soundtrackish stuff.
And so it's more like a metal band with folk influences, not a folk metal band. I would say during the Not Fit album there was probably the most
folky influences,
we have ever had. Then it was, you could almost call it a folk metal band.
Now
of course you can, the Visar om slutet, that's a really folky album.
Yeah, but
that's not,
that was a special release anyway. And we kind of usually, like, we use folk instruments, but the melodies are actually not folky at all.
Yeah.
They're like,
they just started sounding folky because you play country music on a banjo, so no, like on a violin. I was saying. Banjo is pretty country.
Are you looking to incorporate go more sort of with folk elements, or are you gonna go heavier in the future? Do you reckon?
We have no idea.
I really want to hear what Tundra has got brewing in his computer, you know.
But for example, when we did the Bloodswept album, we were at first thinking of going like really folky stuff, but then when the songs started coming and people were writing songs, we were like, fuck it, no, let's go with the rock and roll. And we just cut out all the, like, a lot of folk elements.
For example, at Folk Förbannat, the second song on the album, it was really folk.
Yeah, and then
it sounded like Hailstorm.
Yeah.
And we were like,
just slightly less drunk.
Exactly.
And our songs actually lives really much in the studio. Then you know that there's like, okay, we're gonna record this and blah blah. And then when it's done and we start to mix it, we're like, no, let's actually take this whole fucking thing off from here, and like, let's not use this instrument over here. And you know, so it's impossible to say whether it's going to be heavier or folkier.
The thing is, the first song, the first demos was really folky, and it sounded so much like the Niflheim album, some of the stuff. So it would be like, we were all like, no, we're not going to do a Niflheim part 2.
Yeah.
I mean, we want something fresh. And that's when we started playing around with the brass. With
ripping off the stuff from there.
Yeah, and putting on real saxophones and trumpets and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that was just because it sounded like the Niflheim part 2.
Yeah. Obviously, you want to keep evolving your sound. And
there's this song called Två Ormar on that album that I think we should have been on the Niflheim album. Because that's sort of the only artifact from the past. Yeah, how it was supposed to sound in the beginning.
Okay, for those at home who have either only just got into you through the Bloodswept album, or just getting into you and haven't seen you live yet, what can they expect from the live Finntroll experience?
You never know what to expect. We don't know what to expect.
Well, obviously on this tour we're gonna play the
whole Not for the album, and then quite many of new songs.
A little bit Niflheim, a little bit.
We have everything from something from every album. Anyway,
the weird thing is when we started doing this tour, because we could have easily done sort of a double tour, celebrating 10 years of Notfed and 15 years of Me Not As Vidunda.
Yeah. But we didn't realize that.
No. I actually just realized it. I think it was on the plane to this tour. Like, hey guys, by the way, it's been 15 years since the Me Not As Vidunda.
Yeah. Shit. But yeah.
Okay, I've got a question from Scrinkles, who is sat here next to me. Do you want to ask it?
What do you want? Oh no, what was it now?
Strangest.
Oh, of course. What's the strangest thing a fan has ever done to you, and what have you got any stories from past tours? Any interesting stories?
Oh God, this question again.
This is always hard. There's so much of these stories that's happened, and sometimes you just afterwards you just forget about it, and and then one night it pops up to your mind.
But okay, on this tour, I think the Romanian day off was the strangest thing ever, because we were literally middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And the bus broke down.
Bus broke down.
It's always in the middle of nowhere, isn't it?
Yeah, in Romania, of course.
And we're like, okay, let's have a barbecue.
Went outside.
And then locals were like, okay, we're gonna help you with the barbecue, and they actually brought us a grill over there, and start firing it up with a fucking flamethrower.
It's unique, I'll give them that.
And so the locals, they were grilling our food the whole day.
Yeah.
The whole day they were like making like sausages and stuff for us. There was like sort of like a gas station that the bus broke down outside. We bought all the beers they had.
Every single
beer
drink they had
was gone. And the best thing is we had to leave the bus behind. And
you sound heartbroken.
Yeah.
And a couple of days later we heard that
it got stripped.
Yeah, every single part of the bus.
They even took the lid from the gas tank.
Yeah.
It's gone. The whole engine, everything is gone from the bus. I wonder how long, after they had the barbecue, after they left the barbecue, how long it took them before they started taking it apart, They're like, ha 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 ha. Have some more chicken, have some more chicken. Like,
Okay. Obviously, you had your old drummer sort of leave back in May of this year. How's the new drummer been fitting in with the band?
Super good. We've known him for years before. Even he's been a friend with us, like I don't know how many years, but
many years.
Yeah, many
as long
years.
as I remember, as long as I've been in the band, I've known him.
And he was the first one when Samu actually said that he's gonna quit. Heikki was the first one. We were like, oh, okay, we're gonna ask Heikki, because we know how good he is. And we know his playing style and everything.
Yeah,
so
and we know how nice guy he is also. He's really easy to work with, really professional and really easygoing. Not a stressor kind of guy.
Okay. When you're recording and when you're rehearsing, what is the atmosphere like for the band when you get together in like rehearsing and jamming new tunes, etc.?
Aggressive.
Well, actually, I think the Blues Rep we actually rehearsed quite a lot before going to the studio. With Niflwin, half of us haven't even heard the songs before we came into the studio.
But yeah, I mean, in rehearsal room, the atmosphere is actually really good. Especially now with Heikki, it's superb to play with him because he's this gadget freak. So he puts all the kick drums in the small PAs and everything. Oh, this is so nice to play here now. You can actually hear something. But in studio, it's always a bit stressful. I mean, because there's a time schedule that you have to be done by this. And if something is not working, you're like, like with the Blood Sweat album when we lost 8 songs of guitars completely, and you're like, what? We have to record them in one day?
Yeah, we had like
or 1 night.
Yeah, that was terrible. So we lost like 3 days of studio time because we had to redo so much guitars. Because one day we tried to do all this disc recovery and stuff. We couldn't find them.
So in studio it's a bit more stressful. I mean, of course, being friends and everything, everybody is fighting with each other, but not too dramatic, not fucking stabbing each other over there.
I thought I was gonna be killed after because I was the one that pushed the button.
Yeah, but we said that we all gonna take the blame.
Yeah, of course. And the thing is,
so you now kept away from the buttons, basically.
No, because when I pushed the enter button and I'm like, did this go the right way now? Did this go the right way?
Wrong. This.
I'm like, fuck. The thing is, the computer switched the names of 2 folders.
Oh, what? Yeah.
So I copied the wrong folder, the old backup onto the new backup. So the where we had
Was that your reaction at
where
the
we had
time?
2 days.
Well, actually, we started laughing over there at first.
Yeah, no,
We were just
I was
laughing.
like-
It
I
was
was-
like 4 a.m. or something.
Yeah, I was thinking I'm gonna throw a chair through the window or something because I was so angry with myself, and I think the guys said they're gonna kill me, and then they just said like, no, have to do them in 2 days then. Nah.
Yeah,
Let's get working now.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to do it. You have to do it.
Well, I thought I was gonna get stabbed.
Okay, finally, have you got anything you'd like to say to your fans who are listening?
Really cool to be back in London. Let's hope the show today is gonna be as good as last ones, because last 2 times in
London,
yeah, it's been
great.
It's been killer.
Yeah.
So yeah, today it's a little bit bigger, and the show is a little bit longer. It's gonna be cool.
Excellent. Well, Finntroll, thank you very much for joining me tonight on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, Finntroll. Thank you.
Thank you.